Hello everyone, this is Tanjit Deka and welcome to my YouTube channel Reaction Concept. So today we will discuss about a very important part of physical chemistry of class 12. This is the number 4th chapter, name is Chemical Kinetics. This is a physical chemistry chapter. So before starting the chemical kinetics, we will have some brief introduction on chemical kinetics, its importance on chemistry, and its application also we'll discuss. Okay, so chemical kinetics, it is a special branch of chemistry where we'll discuss about rate of a reaction and some factor rate of a reaction and factors that affects the rate of the reaction. This kind of things we'll discuss under chemical kinetics. So chemical kinetics, it is a special branch of chemistry where we'll discuss about rate of a reaction and different factor that affects the rate of that reaction. Okay, so why it is necessary to study the rate of a reaction? Previously in class 11 you have discussed about thermodynamics. Okay, you discuss about what? Thermodynamics. In thermodynamics point of view, for a reaction, suppose you are having a reaction from A to B. Whether this reaction will feasible means whether it is possible to occur or not. That is called feasibility of a reaction. The feasibility of a reaction can be predicted by thermodynamics. There is a term you may remember called as change in Gibbs energy of a reaction. This Gibbs energy give an indication about a reaction whether the reaction is spontaneous or non-spontaneous. Okay, if Gibbs energy is negative, then any reaction would be a spontaneous process. If it is positive, it is a non-spontaneous process. If it is zero, then the reaction is in equilibrium. Okay, this kind of things we can expect from thermodynamic point of view. Again, if you consider chemical equilibrium chapter, in chemical equilibrium we discuss about a reaction where the extent of the reaction is predicted. In chemical equilibrium we discuss what? The extent of a reaction. How much long a reaction have proceeded, that things we discuss in chemical equilibrium. Okay, so from thermodynamics we can say the feasibility of a reaction, we can predict what? From thermodynamics we can predict feasibility of a reaction, that is whether the reaction would be possible or not under a certain circumstances. Or from chemical equilibrium we can say what? The completion of a reaction, the amount of completion of a reaction can be predicted. Okay, that is extent of a reaction, completion of a reaction can be measured from chemical equilibrium. But apart from these two, feasibility and completion of a reaction, the rate of the reaction is also important. The rate of the reaction, apart from these two aspects, rate of a reaction, rate or speed of a reaction is also important. To study or predict the rate of a reaction, there is a special branch in physical chemistry. That branch is named as chemical kinetics, okay, which we are going to discuss in this chapter. So there are very important applications of chemical kinetics. We can discuss many examples. Suppose you have a food item, okay, you all know food item undergo what? Food item, you all know food item undergo spoiling process. Spoil, okay, it undergo damage. After some time it undergo damage because of some microbial infections. This damaging or spoiling, it is a chemical reaction. To prevent this damaging or spoiling, we need to prevent the reaction, okay. To study the reaction, we should know the kinetics of that reaction. There are many chemicals to prevent these damages or spoiling. Suppose we generally use benzoic acid. You may not be benzoic acid, okay, sodium salt of benzoic acid generally used to prevent such kind of reactions, okay. You may not be familiar with this compound benzoic acid. There are other examples also for chemical kinetics. So another example of chemical kinetics also there, rate of a reaction, where rate of a reaction is involved. Suppose you consider burning of fuel. Fuel, you all know what is fuel. It is a kind of a resource of energy, okay. We generally use in case of mechanical engines. To run the engine, we use fuel as a chemical energy. The burning of fuel, it is generally a chemical reaction. It involves combustions. We may come across the combustion. What is combustion? It is the burning in presence of oxygen, that is called combustion. This reaction, to predict the efficiency of a fuel, we should know the speed of the reaction. Without knowing the speed or kinetics of a fuel, we cannot use it as a fuel, okay. So to study the burning process, we should also have the chemical kinetics data for the fuel. There is another example where you consider there is a familiar reaction, that is a conversion of diamond to graphite, okay. Both are two forms of carbon. These are allotropes of carbon. This reaction, when you see from the thermodynamics point of view, or chemical equilibrium point of view, it is find that from both the point, it is find that this reaction is feasible. This means this reaction can happen, okay, in normal condition. But if you study from kinetics, chemical kinetics, when you study the kinetics of this reaction, it is found that this reaction is very slow. Rate of the reaction is very slow. Because of this very slow rate, this reaction cannot happen. That is conversion of diamond to graphite. It is a very slow process and it cannot happen, okay. So to study different kind of reaction, we need the kinetics of that reaction, okay. So there are different more examples based on kinetics, okay. We are not going so much of examples. Now we are start with the very important part of the kinetics, that is the main factor of kinetics, that is called what? Rate of a reaction. Okay, so first we have discussed what we have discussed about some introductory brief about the kinetics. Why kinetics, it is importance, what is kinetics of a reaction. Okay, so in kinetics what we study, we generally study the speed or rate of a reaction. So what is rate? It is the rate of a reaction. So if you simply say the rate of a reaction, it is the change of concentration of reactant or product with time. So you can say it is the change of concentration of reactant or product with time. That is called rate of a reaction. The per unit rate, how much reactant has been consumed or how much product has been formed, that change or that rate has been described as rate of a reaction. This rate of a reaction, it can never be a negative value. It always a positive value. It is always a positive value. So for notation, in case of notation, what we use when you write rate in terms of consumption of reactant, we write dr, that is concentration of, that is the decrease in concentration of reactant with respect to time, where we use a negative sign in front of it, because generally reactant generally decreases. So this dr, this factor would always be a negative factor. So at the end of the result we will get a positive factor. Okay, for product we use rate as rate of product formation, this like this. The rate of a reaction, it generally can have two types of rate of a, it can be a uniform rate or it can be a non-uniform rate. Uniform rate means, suppose you have considered a reaction that is going from R to P. Throughout the completion of the reaction, the rate of the reaction does not change with time. Okay, it becomes steady along with the time. That is called uniform rate. For such reaction, the order of the reaction becomes 0. That is for zero order reaction we can have a uniform rate of reaction. We will discuss about what is order of a reaction on later on. This is, you might not familiar with this term, order of a reaction. Now let us see what is non-uniform rate of a reaction. Non-uniform rate of a reaction, if you consider the time interval, in different time interval you might have different rates. Suppose at t equal to 5 seconds you got a different rate, suppose x. At t equal to 15 seconds you might have the different rate at y. For the same reaction, for such kind of reaction, the rate is called as non-uniform rate. It may also two types of rate. One is called average rate or one is called instantaneous rate. In average rate, you just consider the change of concentration of whether the reactant or product with the time interval, average time, the total time interval. Okay. And in instantaneous rate, what we calculate? We calculate the rate of a reaction at a certain moment, at a certain second. Okay. At a certain instant we calculate the rate of a reaction, but in case of average rate we measure the rate of a reaction for a certain time interval. Here del T we consider. Okay. So now we'll see the overall rate of a reaction. Overall rate. What would be the overall rate expression for a reaction? For this, let us consider an example of reactions. Suppose you are having a reaction AA, BB gives you C and D. Okay. For this reaction, the rate of disappearance of A would be what? Minus of D of concentration of A per unit time. Similarly, the rate of disappearance of B would be minus of dB by dt. Therefore, the rate of appearance or production of or formation of C, it would be plus dC by dt. These are the concentration change with respect to time, and the rate of production of D would be plus d divided by dt. So these are the rate of disappearance and formation of reactant and product respectively. Okay. So if you try to write the overall rate expression for this reaction, it would be generally expressed by equality relation. So we can write it as equality relative or overall rate. Okay, this is generally expressed as minus of A, this is stoichiometric difference 1 by A. Okay, this is the stoichiometric coefficient of reactant A, dA divided by dt. You might not see the expression. Okay, minus of 1 by A, this A is the stoichiometric coefficient of the reaction. This is the reactant A, equal to minus of 1 by B dB by dt. This is the overall rate of a reaction. 1 by C dC by dt. 1 by D dd by dt. So this is the expression of overall rate of a reaction. Okay, so you should remember this, how to calculate the overall rate of a reaction. Question may come from this expression. So let us consider a example and so here is two question is there based on overall rate of a reaction. In the first equation, it is given that sulfur dioxide is oxidized to sulfur trioxide. What would be the overall rate of this reaction? So it can be written as minus of 1 by 2 dd of concentration of sulfur dioxide divided by dt. Minus, there is no coefficient is there, so it would be d of O2 divided by dt. 1 by 2 d of SO3 concentration of sulfur trioxide divided by dt. This would be the overall rate of the above reaction. Okay, Similarly, there is another question is there. In the question, there is a reaction is there. Okay, in the reaction, nitrogen and hydrogen reacts each other and produce ammonia. And then in the reaction, it is given that the rate of disappearance of hydrogen, that is this hydrogen, it is given that 10 to the power minus 3 mole liter inverse 1 minus inverse minute inverse 1. This is the unit of rate of a reaction. Okay. So it is asked that what will be the rate of disappearance of nitrogen and what will be the rate of formation of ammonia. So to calculate these two factors, we should write the overall rate of the reaction. What would be the overall rate of the reaction expression? So it would be minus of N2 divided by dt minus of 1 by 3 dH2 divided by dt and 1 by 2 dNH3 of dt. In the question, the value of this term, that is minus of this term, is given. It is equal to 10 to the power minus 3. So you can calculate the rate of disappearance of nitrogen. It would be 1 by 3 into 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, there is no minus in here. Okay. Similarly, you can calculate the rate of disappearance of rate of formation of ammonia from the equation. If we compare these two parts, then you will get dNH3 divided by dt. It would be 2 by 3 dH2 dt. 2 by 3 into 10 to the power minus 3 mole liter inverse 1 minute inverse 1. This is the unit of rate. Here also unit of rate would be mole liter inverse 1 minute inverse 1. Okay. So this is how you have to solve problems if it is asked based on rate of a reaction, overall rate of a reaction. Okay. So in this video we have discussed some brief concept about chemical kinetics and some concept about rate of a reaction. Okay, very basic things we have discussed. We will not discuss more in this class. In the later class we will discuss about some factors, that what is the rate of a reaction in brief, and there are different factors that affects the rate of a reaction. Okay, those concepts will be discussed in the next classes. Okay, so guys, I hope you have understand whatever the things I have discussed in this class. If you have any doubt, you can ask me on the comment section below by dropping your comment. And if you are new to this channel, then subscribe my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you can get a instant notification as soon as I upload any video on this channel. Okay guys, thank you. See you in the next video.